Hello, everybody, and welcome to the final episode of Life is Strange True Colors. So, the way the last episode ended was remarkably wild. Unfortunately, it was a twist I saw coming, but I honestly have no idea what's coming next. So I was gone for a couple of weeks. The first reason for that is the first week that I missed after New Year's was we had a really bad storm, and I was kind of concerned about power outages, which ended up ringing true because we lost power like the day after for most of the day. And the week after, last week, I just wasn't really feeling so great, so I had to take a day out. But we're back, and I'm ready to finish this game, to be honest. Like, this has been a long time coming. How long ago did we start this? A year almost, because of my ungodly long hiatus. So, I think it's time to put it to bed. Chapter 5. I'm pretty sure 5 is the last one. It's been the last for the last two games. So, I guess, before the storm was 3, but alright. We have sound coming from the game. Let's hit continue and see what happens. Let's do it. And of course, I'm wearing these actions will have consequences shirt from Life is Strange 1 to commemorate the finale of the series. Because unless they release a new one, this
Welcome
is
back,
it.
Alex. Do you want to talk about your time in Colorado?
No.
Let's
Fact, it
start with
does.
something positive. What did you learn from your visit to Haven Springs?
That's, I mean, I ain't learned nothing. Both of these are good answers, honestly. Because, like, the meaning of home, the meaning of a community that just, like, rallies around you, that's that good shit. And not to be afraid of my emotions. I mean, yeah, that's fair. You know what? The meaning of home.
I thought I learned what it means to make a place your home.
That must have felt like quite the victory. Let's talk about how it feels to know that you might have been wrong.
Wow. Shadowban.
I suppose I'm proud of you for trying. You helped some people. Chased a mystery. Got to kiss a pretty girl.
You right.
But Alex, you're right back where you started.
Nah.
You're wrong. I don't belong in here.
If that were true, Alex, you'd know you were talking to an empty chair.
Wow. What? Okay.
What
So I
the
guess that's just what we're
fuck?
doing now. What the My thoughts exactly, girl. What do you mean? Okay, so we playing now. Let's see what we got. Guitar
Hey,
case.
my guitar. Knock, knock.
Knock knock. What? Hello? Who's that? God damn it.
Um, Alex Chen?
Never heard
My
of her.
guitar case has never heard of me. Sure.
Yikes, bro. Yikes.
Huh.
How are you feeling today?
Is that what I look like? Really?
I'm not sure why, but looking at the image with like her facial expressions and all the emotions is making me think of all the bosses from Metal Gear Solid 4. The emotions. I don't know how many of y'all have actually played that, but all right. Well, we got to find the code to the case
These
somewhere, right?
don't belong to Dr. Lin.
It feels like Dr. Lynn's probably somebody we heard about in episode 1.
Tuning peg.
But given that it's been like a year, I don't remember who that is. In light of all the recent excitement, now is a good time to remind Helping Hands residents that impulses to leave our institution, while understandable, are best resisted. Remember, the outside world is sharp-toothed and possessed of an insatiable hunger, and you are soft and slow and appetizing. Why throw yourself into its mouth? Throw yourself, instead, into mine. Mm. In search of one missing patient answers to Alex. She was always scratching at the door, trying to get out, but she's declawed, so her capacity to fend for herself is minimal. If spotted, please exercise caution when approaching. She will appear friendly and normal, but we've had some behavioral issues in the past. Please help me find my patient. I'm starting to get really worried. The poster is disabled replies.
How did I even get back here?
Attention residents, please join me in welcoming Alex Chen back to Helping Hands. We're happy, though not surprised, that Alex has once more submitted herself to the stultifying and inescapable embrace of our institution. Stultify is not a word I have seen before. Wait, can I just reach in and take it? Oh, taking the picture. Okay. Oh, no, it's gonna. What? Huh? Okay. That's it. That's the thing we did. Now what?
I guess that's me. Case number 53322.
Name Alexandra Alex Chen. Age 21. Gender female. Symptoms emotional instability, occasional violent outbursts, hallucinations visual, hallucinations oral, delusional ideation, depression, anxiety. Diagnosis? Huh?
Thrown down a. What?
Alex experiences a detailed and robust delusion that she is able to read other people's emotional states and believe that, because of this ability, she is uniquely equipped to help others overcome their own emotional trauma. It's difficult to overlook the irony. Someone as profoundly dysfunctional as Alex adopting the role of emotional caretaker. Wow, way to call me out. Had she not been returned to my care, I do not think it hyperbolic to speculate that her reckless attempts at fixing her friends and family would eventually have gotten someone hurt. It's my belief that Alex's delusions constitute a threat to her continued well-being, as well as those of others. As such, I recommend Alex be thrown down an endless pit, her body shattered against each jutting board and errant brick, until she is forgotten in the darkness beneath the world. This is, in my professional opinion, the most humane thing we can do for her. Wow. Yikes. On tape recorder. Sure, why not?
12 years ago, I made a mistake.
Oh, Jed.
The kind of thing that you can't undo.
Alex, you know that I care about you. With everything that has happened, I just want what's best for you.
All right. Are we able to open this, or do we? Was it that we needed a code? Yeah, we do. We're not sure of the code yet. So let's go out here.
course.
I'm sorry, did the knob just disappear?
Not getting out that way.
Raggedy. Oh, wait. It is too dark for me. 5, 3, 3, 2, 2. Let me see if there's not some in-game brightness I can kick up. Video. It is indeed significantly brighter, I think. Fix, because we have the tuner. Ah, so it was missing one. Is it going to be muted again? Shaky, shaky. Oh. She's starting to snap back to reality, I think. Because anyone who was here deaf remembers what happened. Um, but she got that pow pow, if you know what I'm saying. Yep, there we go. It's still dark as sin. And she fell all that way? With a bullet in her shoulder? Or was it her stomach? I thought it was the shoulder, but I guess I don't remember. Damn. Well, I probably would have hurt a little bit less if she took the ladder down. Damn. Nah, honey, you've been balancing on that for a while. Just grab the ladder. Good job. There were definitely better ways to try and do that. Yep, she's out again.
Alex.
Big bro.
Gabe? You're dead.
So, lots of people are dead, Alex. Most people.
True.
Where are we?
I want to say a hospital.
Dr. Mendez to intensive care. Dr. Mendez to intensive care.
Yep, definitely a hospital.
Gabe.
Okay, here's what I do know. You're 10, I am 14. Our mother is sick. So is our father. But it's a different kind of sickness. Play your part.
Ow! Gabe, why?
I
So
didn't do
Gabe was
anything.
lying.
Stop.
Both of you.
Dad.
Behave.
Alex, go check on your mother.
Okay. She was right over there, waiting for me. Mom used to fidget with her keys whenever she was worried.
Aw, that's a cute little charm. I like that.
It was always too hot in this room. She's just on the other side.
Other things I can look at first.
We spent so much time in here that I basically memorized every article. We couldn't afford a private room. Just got lucky, I guess. There it is. The painting that taught me that art sucked sometimes. Gabe told me it was full of needles. Scared me to death.
I mean, they do have waste bins full of needles, but I typically see those like stuck up against a wall or something, not an actual trash bin. But hey, I'm certainly not risking it. You tell me, hey, there's needles in there. You know where I'm not going? In there. I am terrified of needles, bro. Absolutely not.
How many nights did Dad spend in this room? Sleeping in an uncomfortable chair and eating vending machine dinners.
You like that?
There's something so weird and scary about watching your dad cry.
Man, I cannot imagine. Like, I'm neither an actual parent, like I'm everyone's dad joke put completely aside. I'm not a parent. I've never been married. So like I have no idea what it would feel like to lose the people you've made such a strong commitment to and have such a strong bond with. Cuz like your spouse and your kids are just inherently going to have a stronger tie to you than almost anybody would ever even like think about. That's from his perspective, that's gotta
Hi, Mom.
be so awful.
Mom? Mom?
Such a brave girl. How'd you ever get so brave?
Is that how it went? You don't think you missed anything?
What?
Ow! Gabe, why?
I didn't do anything.
Stop.
Both of you,
Dad.
behave.
I think you missed anything. Did I do something wrong?
Alex, go check on your mother.
Okay. Did I miss something?
Water,
No
I
matter how
guess.
much Mom drank, her throat was always dry.
Hmm. I thought I did everything right. Did I mess up?
Mom, what am I missing? What did we talk about? Gabe and I used to watch cartoons on this thing after school.
I'm not seeing anything that I need to interact with. Nothing that I haven't already.
Hi, Mom.
Do I just talk to her again?
Mom. Mom.
Water, Alex. Get her some water.
I figured. Okay. So, like, what are we gonna, like, what are we doing here? Not how I expected this episode to start. I mean, granted, I don't know how I expected this episode to start. Given that we saw how far she fell, and after being shot, I'm not sure how she's alive. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know how she was moving.
Thank you.
You almost never cried, even when you were very small. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
That's been my biggest challenge with you. How do you take care of someone who is already so strong?
You can tell she was a good mom.
Shh. No tears, my strong girl.
My bad. Let me put the controller down.
I want you to make me a promise.
Okay, I can do that.
Your brother, your father, they are going to need you. You have to be strong.
I don't remember where the dad is.
Will you do
Presumably, he's not around
that,
either
Alex?
anymore. I don't remember. Like, she doesn't. Oh wow. She's better than anybody now.
Such a brave girl. How do you ever get so brave?
Is that gonna wake me up now? Oh yay, TV static. She must have hit her elbow on the way down. Bro, those old boxy TVs. I had like 3 of those growing up. I had a few of the smaller ones, and I had one that was like absolutely massive. I couldn't tell you for the life of me like what the size of the screen was, but that's just a funny flashback to my childhood. Ah, so many family pictures. It's actually kind of cute. Oh, hey there.
Was that the last time you talked to her? Mom,
I think so.
do you miss her?
Gabe, what's going on?
That's an excellent question.
You're 11, I'm almost 15. Dad and I are time bombs. You keep running back and forth, trying to defuse us both. This is going to suck so bad. Play your part.
What does that mean? Part of my playing exactly. Oh. Much. This is just gonna completely mute the game, isn't
There
it?
was only ever one thing to do when they got like this. Drown them out and wait for it to pass.
This is gonna mute the game. Yep. Yeah, it muted. I hate it because copyright. Which, like, I take such extra, like, I took the extra precaution of setting it to non-copyright mode so that, like, nothing would interfere with me streaming or uploading this. But when I uploaded, I think it was
Alex?
episode
Hey.
3 or 4. There was I think it was episode 4. I uploaded it to YouTube as I do with all my VODs, and it has copyright notifications. Like my channel didn't get any strikes, but I'm just sitting there like, I literally selected the option to prevent this. What do you mean? Whatever.
It's okay. It's just me.
Makes me feel like I
But you know
muted
that's
the
not how it went
songs,
down, right?
screwed with, how everything sounded throughout the episodes for nothing. So it was just going to cause me trouble anyway. So what is this? Like fighting with what she thinks happened versus what actually happened? Is she
It was my
exploring her own
job to keep the
memories?
peace. But no matter what I did,
Okay, so listening to it's not the option. Shoo shoo.
cleaning Dad's ashtray was not my favorite job in the world.
Gross.
At least I managed to hold on to you, Shoo Shoo.
Shoo shoo! I love shoo shoo.
Dad's laundry. I always set it here when it was done so he could find it.
That shit's everywhere, huh?
I tried so hard to keep my promise to her.
Yeah, you mean that promise that wasn't your
Mom and Dad
responsibility?
had this TV before they had either of us. Gabe had barely used this backpack in weeks. Nobody could get him to go to school.
If we're talking, she's 11, which means it's like a decade in the past. This is late 2000s. So it would have been, yeah, I would have been about the same age as her, actually. Let me be reminded when this game takes place. The game takes place in 2019. And she's 21. So we've gone back a decade. So yeah, 2009. And the previous flashback was 2008. So yeah, would have been roughly the same age.
Gabe loved Son of Lead back when it was an indie. It was too gory for me. The Killer Mistress tabs in this book weren't even close to right. Mom's old sewing kit. Don't think I've ever even tasted a butter cookie.
Wait a minute. Yo, it's one of the sewing kits. Nah, never. No, that's a lie. Exactly one time in my life. I don't even remember the context, where I was, who I was with. I don't remember none of that. Exactly one time did I open one of these cookie tins and actually find some goddamn cookies. Those are a sewing kit, and if you keep the cookies in them, you're wrong.
It was full of greeting cards. Mom kept every single one we ever got. Thanks for trying, Lucky Cat. My job was to sort them in order of how close we were to a collections notice. I wanted to be a werewolf that Halloween. Couldn't afford the costume. I can't believe they were ever this happy.
I love the voice actress's work, honestly. Like I think she does a really good.
Touched these after Mom died. She was such a good cook. Gabe used to steal Dad's beer all the time. It was like the one thing they didn't fight about.
Rice
2 cups
cooker.
water for 1 cup rice. Set timer for 30 minutes. Do your history homework. Serve. Almost empty. Almost always. I didn't even know what CPS was. Just that I was afraid of them.
CPS is scary when you don't know any better.
Gabe and Dad were so loud when they fought.
Where you going? Are you gonna tell her? Or is that my job?
Keep your voice down.
Fine, I'll do it. Alex, Dad lost his job again. So we're broke. Again.
Don't talk to me that way. Despite what you may believe, you do not know everything. You think what? I laid myself off?
It's okay. We'll figure it out. I
don't know, Dad. But what are we supposed to do now? We gotta eat.
We can sell some records. Or what about my guitar? We can sell that.
Alex, what is it gonna take to get you to stop defending him?
If your mother could see you now.
I don't want to hear about Mom.
Gabe!
I'm so tired of you using her as an excuse to be a piece of shit. Don't fucking touch me, piece of shit!
Dad.
Damn it, Alex.
I'm okay. It's okay. It was an accident.
Alex, I didn't...
Dad, it's okay. Really, I'm not hurt.
Okay, see, here's the thing. I She is trying to defend him, and I respect why she's doing it, but I I cannot call that an accident because yes, we can all agree she was not his intended target, but he 100% intended to swing on his child just now. He just didn't hit the one he was aiming for. That was not an accident. Now, yeah, should Gabe be shoving him? Probably not. But we also have to remember the kid's 15 here. His dad was about to deck him. Ended up wiping out an 11-year-old instead.
I can't do this.
Dad?
Someone will come. That woman from CPS. Someone.
Dad!
I'm sorry.
No. 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 Dad!
Really just walked out on his kids. Dude, at 11 and 15. That's insane. Why? John Chen? What? Oh, are those letters she tried to
Hey, can I
send
ask
him?
you a
What
question?
happened? What's the
Which orphanage is this? The one in Grant Park?
Are you even in this scene?
Kind of thought it'd be nicer.
I can't do this, okay? I can't.
I'm guessing we're gonna go through all of her like negative, unhappy emotions for this process. So we've already gone through sadness, we've already gone through fear. I'm guessing it's gonna do anger and then send us on our way? Or is it gonna hit
You need
all
to.
of them? I don't
No.
know.
You need to be honest about what you see.
I was. I have. And now I'm done.
Almost. But not yet. You were 12, I am 16. I steal a car and end up in juvie.
Gabe, come on.
Then you're
Another
13,
year later.
14, 15. Orphanages, group homes,
2012.
musty rooms in the strange houses of foster parents. By the time you're 17, you've seen them all. Somewhere along the line, you start to feel things. Your own emotions don't belong to you. You have nothing. No one. You are alone.
I don't want this.
Alex. Play your part.
It's not telling me to do that, dude.
Play my part.
Letters to dad.
I used to write one every day. Stupid.
Yikes.
Why? You clearly missed him.
And I thought he missed me. Hence, stupid.
I feel that.
Guess I missed a few days.
Happiness is a choice you make every day. I don't disagree that mindset can definitely affect mood and outcome and all of that, but man, it is hard. It is really hard to just will
How you
yourself into
holding up,
better
Shu?
mindsets like that.
Can't believe how long you've had that thing.
That thing was my only friend after you left. I took a fork in here one time and hid it under my mattress. Just 'cause, fuck you.
Glass and silverware to remain in the canteen. Do not bring these into the dormitory. That's kind of funny. I mean, it's just stuff to look at. What is there? Is there anything to actually do here? Guitar strings. No. Alright. Foot locker. Sit. Comes away. I don't like that. That's creepy.
She's been through so much. I just don't know if we're prepared for a troubled girl.
What?
It says here she's sensitive. What does that mean?
Honestly, I'd prefer if I'm gonna like take in a child, I'd prefer that it's a kid who's been through some nonsense. Cause like they need help. They need somebody to show them that like people will look out for you.
I wonder why she's never found a home before.
Her part is just to be on display for him.
I'm sure she's a sweet girl, but she's not for us.
She's awfully old, isn't she?
This is the kid that's been in all those fights, right?
I want to help. I really do, but there's just something
Off
broken. Wrong.
With her.
Okay, so yes, we are going through all the negative emotions. Holy crap. Haptic feedback's going nuts. My finger is doing the shaky shake on L2 right now.
I'm sorry.
Why?
You need to see it.
See what? That nobody picked me?
I probably
Nobody picked
would
you.
have, for what it's worth.
Nobody picked you. Nobody wanted you. Mom died. Dad left. I bailed. You couldn't keep us together.
It was my job to keep it.
You were 11 years old. You were 11 years old. You were a kid, Alex. Let it go. People leave. Life gets hard. Sometimes it's a big shit sandwich. Make it better. Be angry at Dad. Miss Mom. Hell, be angry at me. But don't give up. No one gets to tell you what you're worth. And no one can take your life away. Fight.
I'm not sure
You have a gift. It's something you don't even understand. You can change the world.
He really is a good ass big brother, man.
Make it better.
He's a real
Now get up.
big brother.
What?
Get up and fight.
Snap back to reality. Gravity already went, so we ain't gonna finish the line. Damn, she looks a mess. How is she alive? How is she moving? Like, I'm gonna say it again now that we've seen just how far down she is now. How is she moving? What do you mean? Is that a lantern? It is. Yeah, she done had better days. Cafe. Where was I keeping those? In my ass? I don't remember her having matches. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that at least one of her legs is busted. Am I really just gonna be crawling, or can she get up? Okay. So what you're saying is
find a way out of here.
we just went from Life is Strange to Until Dawn.
I could almost laugh if it wouldn't hurt so much.
Pickaxe. We can definitely take and swing the pickaxe to save ourselves.
How long has this stuff been down here?
Probably since before you were born, to be honest. Actually, I guess I don't know how long ago it was that like mining like this became not so commonplace. It might be way longer than just the 90s. I don't remember when that kind of stuff fell out of like the norm.
Oh, no, 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 come on, no, 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 no. I can do
He's
this.
freaking out.
I can do this.
Then she activated her night vision.
Okay, that's something.
What is that? What is that?
That aura is the only lead I've got.
What is that, like a tormented, like, emotional memory? The hell? Damn, she walking like a Resident Evil character that's gotten beaten.
All
back
right,
and
boys,
forth.
getting close.
Held average for life, huh, Jed?
Dig so deep, we see where the devil sleeps. Goddamn right.
This is it. This is what Typhon tried to bury.
A lot of runoff moisture in this soil. Jed, we gotta call it. This dig is fucked.
Nothing's fucked.
Jed, we got no pumps running. No.
My teams have never quit a dig this deep before. We finish the job.
He got his team.
Steady
killed.
goes. Steady.
Fuck, listen.
Move! Come on! Clear the tunnel!
Who's on radio?
Jed!
Fuck!
Jed! Jed!
Oh my god.
We gotta move now. There's still men back there. They'll drown.
Yeah, and so will we if we don't get the fuck out! Make the call, Jed!
God damn it! God damn it! Everyone, let's go! Now!
He screwed up and killed his team.
Smells like fireworks. Must be where Typhon blew the charges.
Trying to make sure the bodies stay buried. What's that? What'd I get? Oh, hi, that's mine.
Dad.
No. No. There's no way.
Jed! Come back! Jed, you son of a bitch!
Chen, you gotta stop, man.
Jed! Fuck you, Jed! Come back!
It's over, Chen. He's not coming back.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
How long ago was the dig, though? The dad left 9 years ago from right now? Maybe 8? But I think it was 9. So they still would have been doing mining in the late 2000s, early 2010s. I wouldn't expect that. I guess it makes sense because the town still, I don't know. Maybe I just don't know any better. It's not exactly something I know about. I grew up around mill towns, not so much, mining towns. So I guess I don't know the history about that quite as well.
And during my time here, I've come to realize what makes Haven so special. It's a flower shop run by multiple generations, a bar owner who greets every customer by name. It's a spring festival tradition going back 100 years. History, loyalty, pride. These values which define Haven are the same values that Typhon was built on.
Get the hell
And
outta
that is
here.
why our partnership has been so successful. It's been my privilege to renew Typhon's commitment to Haven. We believe in this community, and
Y'all
we're
killed somebody.
tremendously excited for its future.
Thank you, Diane. I think I speak for all of us when I say we're eager to make this official. So, time to vote, folks. And then lunch.
Alex! Oh my god!
I'm fine.
You are not fine. We have to get you to a
Fine.
doctor.
What happened to you?
I found out something you need to hear. I'm sorry.
What?
Alex, you're hurt.
Do you need help? We can call an ambulance.
Typhon's been lying to all of you. And so has Jed Lucan.
Alex, what's going on?
You know exactly what's going on. I was down in the mine last night. I saw what Typhon's been hiding for 12 years. Jed Lucan isn't a hero. That whole story is a lie. Jed caused the accident. And then he abandoned 7 of his men. He let them drown to save himself. There were pictures of me and Gabe down there in the dirt. Because one of those miners was my father. Typhon wanted to keep this covered up in case it jeopardized the vote. Everyone at that company is scared to death. All they do is protect themselves. So they decided to bury the evidence. And nothing was going to stop that blast. Not even the fact that there were 4 people up in the mountains. That's how Gabe was killed. Jed knew all along. He covered up the truth about the past, about Gabe. And when I found out, as you can see, he tried to kill me too. Why aren't any of you saying anything?
We don't want to embarrass you, Alex.
Oh.
Try me.
These accusations are... well, they're insane. And trying to go into the mine was obviously a very dangerous, very illegal thing to do. But we all sympathize with your situation. You've been through so much. Your brother was your only family, wasn't he?
I hate
I
you.
can only imagine how much you want an explanation for his loss. Something
Honey.
to give you comfort and
Oh, hun.
make your life seem less unfair.
Why don't you just tell the truth? You've been planning your exit from Typhon anyway.
What?
You never signed up for threats or attempted murder. You hate this. Now's your chance to stop.
Dad? Do you have any idea what Alex is talking about?
Forgot
No.
that was his dad.
I don't. I've tried to be there for Alex since Gabe died. I thought, I don't know, I hoped I could be something of a father figure to her. All I can guess is, sometimes when we're hurting, the people we lash out at are the ones who we're trying to help.
This is going to turn out like this is going to be the culmination of all my decisions throughout the game, and I don't know what to expect.
This is an act. You're lying. Please. I know this is hard to accept. You all trust him. I did too. But I'm telling the truth.
I believe you. Of course I do.
In the final moments, she does not fumble the bag. Our queen. Let's go.
I would like to speak.
Curious what Ducky has to say.
This young lady came to Haven as a stranger, but over the last few weeks, she's become one of us. Now, her story certainly seems unlikely, if not impossible. But she deserves at least an investigation of her claims. We ought to take her seriously.
I agree with Ducky. I've always found Alex to be a very trustworthy person.
Probably not going to get the perfect ending, but
She wouldn't make these accusations lightly. Something must have happened.
I mean, assuming
Miss
that there's
Lath,
more
there's
than
no
two.
actual evidence of anything.
Maybe not, but that's what I think.
Charlotte.
She's not going to stand for us.
No. Leave me alone. I don't want any more of this. They killed Gabe. What are you trying to do? Take down Typhon? I won't bring him back. All I know is everything falls to shit when you're involved.
I'm like 99% certain that is because of the decision I made to take her anger rather than let her sit and like deal with it herself. But like my continued problem with that situation is she was literally destroying things, talking about how she hated her kid and wanted him to die, like her own child. And your two choices were take away the anger or leave, completely leave her alone to her own devices. Both of those are horrible decisions. And there's no good reason that one of them has this completely positive outcome, because presumably that's the other side of it, and the other has a completely negative outcome. Like, neither one of those is actually a good idea. Neither one of those should work, and yet I don't know, I don't agree with that. I don't think I made necessarily the right decision, but I don't agree that one was objectively positive and the other's not.
Something wrong with you, Alex. And now there's something wrong with me. I can't help you. I'm sorry.
Like, it's fair that she's reacting like that because of what I did. I get it.
Don't worry, Alex. I got this.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Quiet
I have a USB stick full of recordings.
Yes, we went through this yesterday. Your superiors closed the case. None of us have time for conspiracies.
Yeah. You're trying to weasel your way out of things again, huh? I know your game. I know how
Don't
you...
test me, Jason.
You know what? I'm not scared of you anymore. And not of you, not Typhon.
All right, that's enough.
Deputy Pike, do you have some kind of person?
Now see, that's confusing. You do it to one person. You take the emotion instead of leaving them to their own devices, and it's objectively negative. Whereas the other option is objectively positive, and in reality, neither one of those would be the right way to go. But you do it to a different person, taking them is the objectively right option, and leaving it aside is the objectively wrong one. And like, now, like, different people are different, obviously. Like, their emotions are different, the way they handle things are different. They are different. But I don't agree with how they wrote that. I don't agree with how they wrote that, where it's the objectively correct decision one time and the objectively incorrect decision the other. But it's like you wouldn't know that. You only get those two opportunities to do it.
Personal issue with me?
It shouldn't be a coin flip like that.
Jason. Well, given that your judgment in this matter is emotionally compromised, you should probably remove yourself from...
Cut the crap. If you think you could shut me up with...
So we've got 2 who won't stand for me.
It concerns me that a voting member of this council has...
I'm really
And
sorry.
3 who will.
Are you?
4 who will.
Why are you doing this?
Deputy Pike, I am not responsible for any frustrations you feel in your career.
My dad is not a murderer. Were you afraid we couldn't get Typhon? Is that why you need someone else to blame? I thought we were in this together. For Gabe.
Ryan.
No. I'm not gonna let you do that to me anymore.
Ryan, what the hell? I know he's your dad, but look at her. Why would she lie about this?
It's going too far.
Alex almost died.
It's not true.
Fuck you, Ryan! After everything? Seriously, fuck you! Stop.
Queen continues to secure the bag. She's on everyone's emotions.
I know why you tried to kill me. It's not what you tell yourself. That you thought it was best for Haven. This was never about Haven at all, was it?
Dude.
This was about you. I know it's easier not having to think about the men you buried. You want to look away and pretend the people you hurt aren't people. But I won't let you. My father worked for you. His name was John. The world never gave him anything for free. He fought just to stay alive. He fought for us.
I'm genuinely getting anxiety because I don't know what to expect. It's clear that I didn't make all the right decisions, but it's clear I made a good amount of right ones too. So I'm like,
Maybe he was finally winning.
that gives me the idea that there's 3
But you
possible
killed him.
endings. Like one where you get everybody, one where you get nobody, one where you get kind of middle ground. I don't know.
And then Gabe, my big brother. Haven was his second chance. He was so proud of who he'd become. A great boyfriend. A cool dad. But he died. Because of you. And then there's me. For so many years, I just wanted to survive. To get through. Haven changed me. I started to think about the future. I want to belong somewhere. I want to know that there's a place and a group of people who wouldn't be the same without me. I was starting to feel that here.
This is hitting really close to home.
And you tried to murder me. You would have ended my life just so you wouldn't have to face the truth. You've forgotten it, haven't you? You've plastered over it with another story.
How this is gonna go.
You tell yourself you're a good man. You take care of so many people. You gave me a roof and a job. You checked on me when I was grieving. Such a good, generous man. But that's the lie. If you scrape it away, what do we see?
This one's kind of tough. Hmm. I kind of want to say pawn because, like, I don't know.
11 years ago, you led a group of men to their deaths. And then you gave your soul to Typhon.
Yeah, I think that's fair though.
You let them tell you how awful it would be for your wife and son to find out. You let them tell you that Haven was more important than the men who died. When it really mattered who you were and what you stood for, you let Typhon decide for you. I can feel you trying to pull away. Don't. The truth hurts. Sometimes it's so awful you think you're gonna break. But when you come out the other side, and you're whole and free and still alive, then you'll finally know how strong you really are.
What is gonna happen?
I see the truth about you.
Yo, what's up with her eyes? Is that
You
matching
hate
shit?
yourself. You hate what you did in the past. You hate what you've done to keep it secret. And the more you deny that hatred, the worse it grows. I know who you are. I've seen the worst parts of you. And I forgive you.
Do it. Did I get the? Did I do the good? I don't know.
And the news is still coming in on the Typhon mining scandal that has rocked the western slope town of Haven Springs. where a council meeting was the scene for shocking revelations. Local bar owner and council president Jed Lucan admitted in a tearful confession to covering up the deaths of 7 Typhon employees as their manager 12 years ago. A recent cover-up, which involved a clandestine and unpermitted explosion to thwart inspections, caused the death of Haven local Gabe Chen last month. Mr. Lucan is currently in police custody, awaiting arraignment. We will have plenty more about this developing story, including the resignation of Typhon CEO, the market impact, and what it all means for your drive time commute, coming right.
Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, the silence is worse. I need to get some air. After summoning all my strength and willpower, I'm now ready to move from the bed to the rooftop.
Oh,
I've got some continued support for you.
We at Typhon Mining would like to express our gratitude towards Haven Springs for your continued support. We have issued a statement which is available for you to read on our website. Okay, so let's see. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now spill the beans. Who got a rose? I know someone who might have gotten one. Sigh. Hang in there, bud. Can we brag for someone else? I don't see why not. Hey, Steph, do I have permission about the brag about the rose you got last night from your crush? Come on, man. Oh, I love that. That's cute. Yeah, we can go back over this because we never got to see it. At least I don't
bet
think we did.
Steph wishes she could reword that. But it's pretty funny.
As many of you know, I'm a freelancer for the Rocky Mountain Gazette. I'm writing an article about this evening's incredible performance at the Spring Festival. I can't track down the band's name. Anybody know? Hey, man, so we aren't like a band as such. So we don't really have a name yet. Hey, no worries. Can I get your names for the article? I'm Steph Gingrich, the brains of the operation. My muscle is Alex. She's gonna die when she sees this. What the hell? Okay.
I'm so sorry I worried you all.
Hey, anybody seen Alex today? We agreed to meet up last night, but then she ghosted. Super not like her, kind of freaking out. Have you contacted Jason? Call the cell, no response. I'll try 911 next. That's troubling. Haven't seen her. Keep me posted, will you? Homie, I will whoop your ass. I don't care if you've already been prosecuted. Ah, damn it. Black Lantern will not be open for lunch today on account of the town council votes. Yes, on jobs, prosperity. You do realize the expanding mining operations outside of Haven is a temporary fix, right? That's not even considering the environmental impact. Do you have any proof? What do you want, a bibliography? I don't keep citations at the ready on the off chance I encounter someone who isn't willing to accept the truth. That's what I thought. Now she got a point though. Like, y'all gotta be mindful of this kind of shit. Hello, neighbors. Thank you for making last night's Spring Festival such a resounding success. Now comes another annual tradition, cleaning up after ourselves. I need a few volunteers to help me spruce up the park in the wake of last night's festivities. Work begins as soon as today's council meeting concludes. Drop your name in the hat. We're pretty hungover, but Jesse and I might be recovered by this afternoon. Take care of you first, but if you're feeling up to it, we'd love to have you both. Gotta open the bar. Sorry, darling. Oh, shh. Damn, okay.
It never ends.
A statement regarding the ongoing investigation in Springs. We appreciate the community's concern. Details are still emerging, and we are cooperating with the state police. We currently have exactly as much information as any of you. Addendum. State police have tapped Deputy Jason Pike to provide assistance in this case, and as such, management of this account has been handed over to another deputy. While we acknowledge that Deputy Pike has come to occupy a special role in the Haven Springs community, we urge you to direct all inquiries through official channels. I don't understand how all of this could happen under your noses. What's going on over there? This is not an acceptable statement. Nothing but respect for our boys in blue. Singular boy in beige who danced the Typhon's tune. There's no way the cops didn't know. There's something they're not telling us. Follow the money. Dropped your tinfoil hat, you loon. Nah, she was right, though.
The phrase recent events is doing some work in this post.
Due to recent events, the Black Lantern will remain closed to regular business until further notice. There is a lot of heavy lifting from the words recent events. She's absolutely right.
Do I need a Charlotte Harmon portrait? I kind of think I need a Charlotte Harmon portrait.
Hello, friends. I've decided to open back up to commissions. I think we're all looking for ways to stay busy right now, and making art has always been my favorite method. So please get in touch if you want a portrait. I try to keep my rates reasonable, and I offer a discount for first-time commissions. I would absolutely hop in on one. Last one. Hey Haven, the Record Traders is currently accepting applications. Priority will be shown to applicants with previous retail and broadcast experience. Fill out an application on our website. We'll be conducting interviews next week. Okay, so I'm applying if you're hiring 16-year-olds, but is there like a sudden opening? Who left? Nobody just yet, but to be honest, I'm kind of eyeing the exits, looking for new adventures. Aw, I'll miss you. Back at you, kiddo. Alright, I think we have officially caught up. Nope, we've got a lot of texts. I don't know who Jessica is. Please contact me at this number if you change your mind. Thank you for your time. I'm glad you're okay. Didn't think you'd actually take down typing. You're braver than I ever imagined. Now you owe me a new job. Be like that. You needed me. You were right. You needed me. The one woman who should have believed you above everyone, and I failed. I hope they can patch things up. I heard what happened. You weren't going to mention being a superhero when I texted yesterday. I'm so glad you're safe. She's fine, but I think it's my turn to take care of her now. Maybe that's weird, but I'm pretty sure it's true. Honestly, like, here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with a child taking their parents' comfort into their own hands. Because, like, even adults break down and they need help and they need care, and it's got to come from the people that they trust and that they love. And I mean, who are you going to trust and love more than your, like, small child? He's like 10. Now, of course, it's not his responsibility. And if he can't fulfill it, it's not his problem at the end of the day. But it's okay to put yourself in your child's hands and trust that you did a good enough job that now they can give you the love and patience that you need. If you've done a good job for all those 10 years, then it's okay to let him try to do that for you. You need support just like he does. Heal together. When did you learn that your father lived in Haven Springs and worked with Jed? How did it feel to learn that Jed was responsible for the mining accident that killed your father? Why do you think Jed confessed to the crimes? This caller has been shits. Alex, please pick up. Let us know you're okay as soon as you can. I'm sure you just lost your phone. But Ryan's freaking out. Okay, we're both freaking out. We just want to make sure you're safe. Call us. Dear Alex, you've been through an awful lot these past few weeks, but your resilience and courage continues to astound me. I have no doubt that you will weather this affront against your person with the same grace as you demonstrated to me during our lovely dance at the Spring Festival. A moment I will not soon forget. So please remember that we are here for you. Sincerely, Reginald McAllister III. Alex, I'm sorry. My dad was a hero. That's what everyone said for years, and it took so many lies to hold that up. Disgusting, terrible lies. Typhon lied. Dad lied. But worst of all, I lied to myself. Even when the truth was right in front of my eyes, I believed him over you. I'm so sorry, and I hope one day you'll forgive me. Thank you for having my back. It meant so much. Of course. How could I not? After everything. Alright. To the roof, I guess. Who's knocking on my chamber door? Who goes there?
Hey, Steph.
Alex, wait. Before you say anything, I have to get this out.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What you did at the council meeting, it was the bravest thing I've ever seen. And it made me want to be brave too. So, here it goes. I want to be with you.
No?
I don't give a shit about playing music or seeing the world. I mean, I do, but only if it's with you. And if you'd rather stay here instead, then... fuck it. I want to stay here too.
You ripped your bus ticket.
I can get another one. Or not. It doesn't matter. Point is, I'm in. For whatever you want.
So cute. Oh, I love this.
You've, given me a lot to think about.
Well, good. That was the idea.
No bag fumbling to be
know where to find
found.
Good luck, Chen.
Thanks, Steph.
Let's go. I love that.
All right. Just tell me.
What?
Oh, hi.
My future. What to do?
Play your part.
The night of the Spring Fest, Steph made a strong push for leaving with her. Playing on the road, the excitement of the unknown. Of course, that was before all the shit went down. Come on, you're the know-it-all. So tell me.
Actually, I do know what you should do. You should stay in Haven.
You really think so?
Of course. You finally have a home, a job, people who actually like you.
Does she have a job though? The owner of the bar is kind of indisposed, let's say, just to put it gently.
Why would you give that up?
That's true.
Then again, maybe leaving would be better.
What?
You're young, you suddenly have a little money, friends. And don't you think it's time to give this music thing a real shot? No, you should definitely leave.
Oh, fuck off. Stop it, Gabe. I don't need the mysterious spirit bullshit right now.
I don't know why, but I'm getting Brother Bear
I
vibes.
just need my big brother.
I'm sorry.
I know.
But here's something. It's 3 hours from now. A bus pulls away. You're not on it. And neither is Steph. Life goes on. You get a job working with Steph at the record store.
I'm guessing this is supposed to have music on it that I can't hear because copyright. Although this is still cute just to imagine without the music. This is so much more adorable.
All those years of being a music snob finally pay off. And little by little, time does its thing.
Ew, I have that outside right now. Please, no more snow. I'm tired, boss. It's cold out. It's literally been 0 or single digit degrees for the last like week almost, or at least the last like 3-4 days. And for all my overseas friends who don't use freedom units, that's in the negatives for you.
The apartment starts to feel less like a museum and more like a home.
I love that picture. It's such a nice picture.
Thoughts of Jed, of Typhon, even of me, begin to fade into the background.
Who runs the bar? I guess Ryan. I kind of like this though. Correct. Maddie, hello. Welcome in. It's been a while. How are you? Damn, a nat 20? That's crazy. How have you been? Okay, cute.
The roof.
I'm doing good. I'm trying to, not run headfirst into the new year, but also not go into it too fearfully, if that makes sense. Trying to take it slow. So I guess I'm just kind of in the middle. I don't know if that makes sense.
Rooftop is your stage. You perform every week to a small but adoring group of fans. Maybe while you play, you wonder what could have been. Performing for more people in more cities, sharing your music with the world. Or maybe you never think about that much at all.
Is it going to give me the other what if now?
You don't know exactly when it happens. But one day you look around and find that you have transformed this place just as much as it has transformed you.
It's good to see you, though. What have you been up to lately? I can't remember the last time I saw you around.
And the most extraordinary thing of all is just how normal it feels.
Year and a half, maybe.
You don't question it. You don't doubt it. Or wonder what might have been. It's your life. The life you fought so hard to have. And for the first time in a long time, you just live.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
You really think I'll transform Haven?
Of course, you already have. With your gift, your music, just by being you. But Alex, that doesn't mean you have to stay. You have the potential to do that anywhere you go.
Do what exactly? Become an actual musician?
Live in a van? Travel between dingy bars? Hawking your SoundCloud? Pouring your soul to strangers?
Living in a van down by the river.
Sounds pretty great if you ask me.
If y'all don't get that reference,
The
that's a
truth is,
shame.
there's no telling what that version of your future might be. The only promise is the adventure. So, what do you think?
Oh my god. Oh, so I have to make. Because I'm guessing this is the final decision. Like, this is where I choose my ending, pretty much. Ooh, I'm caught here. I'm caught here. Like, I know that had been a thing where it was like Steph wants to leave, but Alex isn't sure, kind of wants to stay. And I was already in the mindset of, if I get the option to go with her, I'm gonna do that. But like, now the way Gabe has described it and the way I'm thinking about it, it's like, I don't know, I'm kind of torn because, Alex has spent her entire life picking up everybody else's pieces. She's never been able to just sit back and take a breath. Even when she came here to this new community, taken in by her brother, everything is, looking up for her finally. Everything that can go wrong goes wrong. And now this place isn't safe for her either. So now it's just the idea of like, she has and can continue to turn this place into the first home she's had in more than half her life. And she can have a quiet, successful enough life just in her tiny little community, which, like, personally, this is exactly the kind of existence I would want to live if I had the option. But on the other hand, she has officially found a home in Steph as well. And Steph's dream is to move on, to go elsewhere and spread her music and explore and go on adventures. And yes, Steph is excitedly ready to throw that away and stay in Haven and stay with Alex. And there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, she shouldn't have to do that. Like, the decision's been put in our hands because she wants to be with Alex that badly. And I'm seeing where we have the power to effectively take her dream and put it right in the garbage. And that's a dangerous level of power to have. And of course, like, that's the level of power almost anybody hands to their partner in some way or another. Because, once you're with somebody for the long haul, then comes compromise and sacrifice. And not all of it is going to be that drastic, but it's an inherent part of being with somebody in the long term like that. So I'm caught because, like, on the one hand, it feels like Alex could go anywhere and she's still home. She could have any level of success, go to any place she wants, and she's still home at all times because she's got Steph at her side. And at the same time, Steph gets to live her dream and spread her music, and they can have a great time just touring around. Which, if anybody remembers from Life is Strange 2, that's effectively what Max and Chloe are doing, is just like traveling together, enjoying their lives, just spending time as best friends. But there's still that, like, Alex deserves to be able to just sit back and breathe, to just put down roots, knowing that nobody's going to come along and tear them up. And she has not had that since her mother got sick when she was like, what, 9, 10, however old. And it also feels wrong to take that from her. I don't know. There's a lot going on and a lot of possibility here. And it's hard to really like 100% side with something. But I don't know. I think I'm kind of feeling the stay in Haven. Because like Alex will probably very likely be happy either way, but like she's earned what staying in Haven would give her. And it would give her a chance to work through all that's happened and turn the town into something that really is a positive community with nothing going on behind the scenes. Whereas in a way, her leaving it behind, it's still growth and it would still be healing, but in a completely different direction. And you know what? I guess it depends on like how you think a person would best heal from this kind of stuff. I think if she stays, it means she patches things up with Charlotte. She works together and continues to give a good time and a good upbringing, being like an aunt to Ethan. She has the opportunity to actually enjoy her life, having a home places. She can repair her friendship with Ryan. She can continue to look after Eleanor. Like, there's so many opportunities that she has to stay here to do good and have both take care of herself and be taken care of by others, which is something she has rightfully earned. So I think I think I'm gonna stay in Haven.
I know what I want.
Staying home. See, what is this? The only promise is the adventure. Okay. This game is definitely on my list of platinums for this year, which I've already gotten 3 of, actually. I'm looking forward to getting more. Oh, accidentally bumped my microphone. Yep. Why is there a back button? I'm guessing there's also probably supposed to be music to this. Ah. I don't know how long the credits for this actually are. I just kind of want to see if there's anything after them that that I would miss by hitting back instead. Rooftop. Ah, that's awesome. Two of them together. Man, this game was honestly so cool. We love Ducky. I just want to make sure that I wouldn't miss something by hitting the back button instead. Uh, Square Enix, y'all been the homies for my whole life, man. Oh my god, Square Enix is responsible for so much of like the meaningful gaming I've done throughout my life. So I have to say I'm very grateful that they were part of the team, part of the responsibility for this series because it's such a good one. Still don't I still don't necessarily agree with a little bit of the writing that we encountered near the end there, but or at certain points I should say, but overall I think this was really cool. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I don't know when this is supposed to end. Eventually. Come on. Okay, so we're in the translation work, I think. Voice talent. So yeah, okay, so this is the Japanese stuff. I would assume it's maybe okay, so there's all the songs that we didn't get to hear. Which is a shame because like I really do wonder what the music in this would have been. Okay, so here we go. So ooh, that's a split. 56% stayed in Haven, 44 did not. Let's see, friend stats. Okay, so whatever friend I have that also has a file for this game also stayed in Haven. Let's see, Alex forgave Jed. That's that's a more drastic number. See, I that was one of those decisions I made in the game that I didn't actually say anything about. And I gotta say, I chose to forgive him at the end because, like, he made a stupid decision out of arrogance, out of reputation, and didn't consider the consequences. But the moment that they happened, he had to build a lie around himself for the entire rest of his life because he didn't know how to face what he had done. He was just too caught up in what had happened. He didn't know how to get past it. He was never able to move on from what he did. And because of that, the company dragged him further and further down. And I think he just needed someone to tell him it's okay. He ain't do right, but he just needed to put it all down. Alex claims she learned the meaning of home, 42%. Some members of the council stood with Alex. Okay, so none of them. 5% of people had absolutely not a damn thing. 12% got everybody. So I think the one person I probably could not have gotten was Ryan because like Charlotte, I can accept that the one key decision I made, whether I agree with it or not, was probably that turning point. Whereas with Ryan, I haven't the slightest clue what I could have done. Like Probably if I had chosen him over Steph, but barring that, I don't know what options I had. Alex wanted to belong somewhere in the future, 42% versus help more people, play her music. Okay. Alex didn't sit on the bed, took a moment to reflect. Okay, so I didn't realize that was an option. That's an oopsie. Alex didn't see Ryan after the vote. That may have been that I missed out on it. That's my bad. Charlotte turned her back on Alex, 52%. Charlotte believed Alex but couldn't help. Oh, that might be if you'd gotten her to sign the paper because now she's legally bound not to interfere. Eleanor sided with Alex. Perfect 50-50? Jesus. 74% got Pike on their side. 46% got Ducky. Uh, 69%. Nice. Ryan sided with his dad. 67% Ryan and Alex don't get together. 33%. Wow. That one's like perfectly split. 1/3 stays in Haven with Steph. 1/3 leaves with Steph, and 1/3 they just don't happen. But we secured the bag. She ain't fumble it, and all is well. Damn, that's crazy. So let's see. Out of friends, let's see what happened. So, okay, so whatever friend I've got. So whatever friend I've got did successfully get Ryan on their side, but I genuinely don't know how I would have done that. They also got Charlotte. I do realize how I could have gotten that one. Also chose Steph and stayed in Haven. Also forgave. Chose that they learn not to fear emotions. Oh, okay, so they got everybody. So they pulled it off. Wanted somewhere to belong. Sat on the bed. Stood by Alex during the vote. Cool. Okay, so whatever friend I've got that these stats are coming from, you did it better than me, homie. Good on you. Good on you. Damn. Izzy gave a big stretch over there. Well, I've got a lot of work to do here. Oh, A side, B side. I like that. All right, so I'm gonna turn my system off because after this, I'm moving it back into the living room for another week. I'm gonna move over to just chatting real quick. So, for those of you who haven't seen, this is my Life is Strange shirt. This action will have consequences. I was given this shirt for Christmas by Michael, who I appreciate for the gift. He also gave me a couple of others. I forget if I debuted the other one yet, but if I haven't, next weekend for sure. That game was a wild ride, to be honest. Like it was a seriously wild ride. I thoroughly enjoyed playing True Colors, probably even more than I enjoyed playing the other ones, because while it was a little bit more, I don't know, it felt like it was a little bit more chaotic and less put together. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that. That's just how I'm feeling about it. Maybe that's because I played it so spread apart from the different chapters because like I started it like a year ago, continued it for like one episode in the summer, and then brought it back again for the last like month and a half. And it, maybe that's why it feels all jumbled for me. But this game hit all kinds of different because we were able to get a happy ending that didn't really significantly cause any trouble, Whereas in the first two games, that's not quite the case. You know, like one way or another, whatever ending you manage to get, there's something happening that's not like that harms somebody. And it doesn't feel like that's what we got out of this one. And I appreciate that. I certainly wish I could have done everything right when it came to, the group vote and getting people to support me. But we managed to get enough and managed to do the right thing. And I think it went okay. We got the good ending at the end of the day. We secured the bag and got our girl. And we did it right. I don't know. This game hit all kinds of different for me because, I've explained it a couple of times while I was playing it, and especially throughout the first episode that I played, however long ago it was at this point. That, like, I've said it a million times. I would love to live in a community like Haven, where it's just this tiny, quiet, but tight knit kind of group where it's like everybody knows each other, everybody actually cares about each other's well being, and there's just not much to worry about. You just go about your business, you have a good time with your loved ones, you chill with all the people around you. A small, loving community. I would love something like that, truly, like to be where I live. I have that kind of thing through my internet communities, all of my friends out there who are watching or have watched or will watch. I appreciate all of you. And you give me that like close, loving, quiet community that, I want from this. And I sincerely wish I was able to live in one like that because I mean, maybe one day I can. That would be the kind of goal for me is to just move to a little place like this and just have fun, have a good time learning how to do that. Because I'm a city boy. I ain't never done nothing like that before. Who knows if I'd do any good at it, but I think it would be a really cool experience. Um, and then there's the emotional aspect of it. You know, it I have said for a long time that like my superpower in life is being an empath. I haven't always done a good job at that, and I haven't always had good enough control over my own emotions to properly serve the people I wanted to help. And I can admit to that. I've spent a lot of time learning how to do that better. But, at the end of the day, I have always been good at feeling out people's emotions and doing my best to help guide them through how to, work on them and how to, surpass them and how to grow through them. And so I love that this is a game almost tailor made for me, even to the point of Alex's power. I have legitimately dreamt of having Alex's power. I have spent years and years just imagining what if I could do something like this. And then boom, the game gives that to me as an actual in practice superpower. And I love that so much. It's so cool to get to experience what I wish I was able to actually do. And for the record, I was thinking of it before the game came out. So like that almost makes it weird for me that it really does feel like this game was tailor made for me. And it's not easy to say that about games because they're meant to be for such large communities, especially when it's so decision based. There where so much can be different. It really is a testament to how impactful and impressive this game is for me to be able to describe it as something that feels like it was for me. Like that's really really well done. I loved this game, and I know Life is Strange has switched studios in their creators, for this one, and I don't know if they're making any others. I haven't heard about any others. But it would be really cool if it didn't stop here because I enjoyed one, I enjoyed two, I enjoyed Before the Storm, and I thoroughly enjoyed this one. And It took me a while to get here, but I appreciate everybody who stuck around and watched and listened and had the patience to be here with me along the way. You know, it really puts into perspective that, you know, I took a long time away from streaming and from a lot of other things. And I didn't feel good about it, but it's what I needed. And I appreciate all the people who just came back, you know, with me when I did, without without batting an eye, without mentioning that I was away at all. It's just nice to have that, you know, nice to feel like I have that kind of community that has my back like that. So thank you, everybody. And with that, I think it's probably time to call it a night. So next week I'm gonna be continuing God of War 3. We probably have about 2 episodes left, I want to say. So next week and then 2 weeks after that, we'll be finished with it. And then we'll move on to the 2019 reboot or 2018, whichever one it is. I always forget. I think 2018. But to replace this game, I'm honestly not sure yet. I've got at least 2 weeks to decide, but I haven't figured it out yet. And I'm genuinely not sure what I should do with that. So I think it'll be really interesting to try and figure it out. I've got a couple games in mind. I'm thinking like Resident Evil 4, which would be really cool to bring in, you know, because the remake. Final Fantasy VII remake, so I can get ready for, you know, when the next part in the series to come out. I think you know, I've got options. So we'll see what I figure out, but for now, I think it's time to just call it a night. We'll take some time another day. So I'm going to mute my desktop and see who is live right now. It doesn't look like I've really got anybody to say hello to, which is a shame. Hopefully next time. All right, but anyway, thank you all again so much for watching. Thank you for being here with me on this journey and, you know, being around even though it took a long time for me to get here. I appreciate everybody who has taken part in that a lot. It's a lot more than I'm able to properly express. I hope you all have a wonderful night, a wonderful start to your week. I hope to see you in the next episode. Just stay awesome, everybody. Have a good night.